Hello everyone, thanks for taking some time out of your busy day to stop on by here and check us out. This is MaxxPowered Gaming, and we are going to be playing a little bit of our Reclaiming Niv deck, which is a Temur Reclamation deck. 4 Shivan Fires, 2 Search for Azcanta, 4 Growth Chamber Guardians, 4 Growth Spirals, 2 Fiery Cannonades, 4 Ionize, 4 Chemister's Insight, 4 Reclamations, 2 Oozes, 2 Nivs, 4 Expansions, 24 lands. So this is set up for BO1, so we've got a little bit of everything between the Shivan Fires and the Cannonades, and you could argue that I should probably be doing this for best of 1. But we'll stick with what we had and see if we can get some games in here. Alright, let's go ranked. And yes, that was a Gruul control deck you saw us running and ranked with. Still have to work out some kinks before we share a final deck, but more to come. Alright, here we go. Opening hand. 2 mana. Don't really like this very much. If we had a green mana, it would be nice. But we don't. So we'll mulligan, and we can at least get a little bit of ramp. This is much better. This is the best of both worlds. Perfect. We will in fact keep the mana. For you untapped. Coming in tapped as well. Let's just hold back, why not? Element of surprise is always beneficial. Alright, Adant W. Get your mana down. Keep you intact. Alright, so we're getting some good activities here. Next. Alright, so we've got Jeskai colors across the way. Deafening Clarion, plenty of shock territory. We'll pop another growth spiral here, get another mana out there. Let's just go in. We'll fake him out and pay for that. See how he reacts. Guild Summit coming in. Can't do much. Get some draw going on. Did grab a Niv. Gets his 4th gate out. Alright, so I think our plan is definitely to pump you up. We will take that action. And we will hold out the rest because we can get a good Ionize off, potentially. Alright, what is he thinking? Gate Colossus. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Pass. Our turn. Let's get a draw going on. Alright. Wait a minute, does this enable me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, no it does not. So tap. I think at this point we hold back. So he gets his Gate Colossus back in hand. Gets a growth spiral going on. There's the Gates ablaze. See if he gets out his. He does not. All right. We'd be one short of being able to protect our Niv with a Ionize, so we gotta hold that back. I'll be drawing into all of this craziness now. See what he decides to go with here. Bunch of life. We don't like that. Alright, let's see what we draw into. Ooh, nice. We got 5 damage through that. Oh, what to do, what to do. Let's see if we can draw out a Gates of Blaze. That's what we're going to do here. No attacks and turn. So he's going to have to prioritize getting a Gates of Blaze out. He just dropped his 8th, so if he casts it, he will kill his own Gate Colossus. Alright. if we draw one more mana, we'll have enough for an explosion for the victory here. Gatebreaker Ram, okay. We'll still be able to get somebody through as well, so we've got lethal if nothing else changes from this point. Pass. Our turn. Yeah, so if we play a Niv, we can't do both, right? 1, 2, 3, no, we cannot. So, because we've got a 5 damage explosion to do here. Alright. 5. Boom. Got it. Alright, didn't even have to get into too much there, or at all. Picked up a win, and we will continue onward. Relentless Raptor. We're starting to get pretty close there. If we didn't have lethal. Starting to get very deadly. Alright, opening hand, Growth Spiral and a Growth Chamber with 3 mana. So no blue for the Growth Spiral, but at least we have a turn 2 with our Growth Chamber. Firebrand coming in. Oh, I really regret this decision now. Oops. Yeah, I guess we have to at this point. Steamkin coming in, huh? That is nasty for us. It's the last card that we wanted to see come in with no answer for. And we did not pick up any damage. Alright, this could be a very bad turn for us if he drops a mana and has 3 1-mana cast spells with a runaway. There's 1. There's 2. And it looks like this one is surely going to get away from us here. Still gets the counter from it, which means he still has 4 mana to utilize right now. He still has 4 mana to utilize right now. He does so. Risk factor. Pyromancer. All that from one little measly Steamkin. Too little too late, unfortunately. So we'll end that one. Did not have an answer for that at all. Felt the pain. At least it was a rather quick pain to feel. Over and done with. Sorry about that volume, didn't recognize that my microphone was a little bit further away than it normally is. Okay. Opening hand is so-so. We do have a... We'll keep this and see how it goes. We can Shivan Fire something that comes down as a threat. That's not really what we want to get rid of. I think we'll see something coming out with 2 damage. Why not? It's probably not the best play to do. We'll just act like we had that the whole time, and we won for 2 in a very unfortunate way because we were already committed to that play, and it was rather horrible for us. A blue mana would be nice. We did get it. What do we have coming out here? We're lucky to have a cannon in hand. Alright, so taking some decent damage on this one. I think in this scenario it's definitely worthwhile to get our cannonade out. Because the last thing we want is that Marshal to start generating tokens. Oh, and he keeps it alive. Now, so we were wishing we were holding on to that. So it's probably just using that a bit too early. Well, we'll get a blocker out so he at least loses the Marshal. If he wants to go for the token generation here. Nope, he does not. Mana would be nice. We'll take that as well. Do our 2 damage and we will cannon. Let's see if he sacrifices the bodyguard. I mean, he should. Might as well. Now only having 3 mana is hurting us a little bit here, I'll say that much. We've missed 3 mana drops. Haven't drawn them. I figured that was coming in. I figured as much. Not a whole lot That's going on here. Little Haunted Witness. Like to draw into something that we can utilize. Not, not a third. Definitely not a third explosion expansion. Chemister's inside, maybe? Oh, how are we not drawing into anything that we can use? Tis painful. Do I really want to ionize that? Yeah. Getting some very bad value plays here. Oh, I should have copied that. Of course. Well, at least we can get off an explosion. For 2, which is a draw 2, which we could really use right now. That's not very nice. Hopefully we can pick up a mana so we can cast an explosion for 3 to kill that marshal that just came in. That's going to be detrimental to us. Very expensive spell. But we need some draw. Zeal. Didn't even pick up a mana. Give us... No. Did not want to do that for us, huh? So that's game. Alright. And we didn't even control the end of our turn. So let's just go ahead and end this one. Making mistakes with a new deck. Can you turn on full control permanently? I guess we don't really want to do that. We're just getting the habit of when we have our reclamations out. Alright, 3 mana with a search, a fire. We'll keep this. Nice, got 4 mana. So we can start getting into some action here. He pays for this for a search. We will be doing the same. He pays for this. What's he going to bring out? Well, he decides to hold a counterspell instead, huh? Library. We will simply we should have paid for that to get that growth power out. That was a mistake, so one mistake this game so far. I don't think we need you. Let's see if we can get him to blow one. Let's see if he takes the bait. Sure, if he's got one, he will. Growth Chamber does come with some good value. There it is. Would have much rather seen a counter come out versus that, but that's alright. So we lose our Azcanta. Let's see if we can distract him a little bit with one of our oozes, although I'm sure he is most definitely holding on to a Kaya's Wrath, which would be a good play for him right now. Kaya's Wrath, Nova, which he pays for maybe. It's a fairy coming in, huh? What's he gonna send my ooze back to my deck? Yep, he does. Well, we still got well, I might as well just do this and put 3 damage to his face. Or no, let's save the counter spell.
It's only a matter of time.
Alright, so we feel pretty good going into this turn with an available counter spell, an Ionize. We also could do, we will block you out there. Alright, so we might as well let's hold it for next turn at least. Alright, so we've got an explosion for 3, an expansion if something interesting comes into play, an instant 4 damage to a creature, or 2 to a couple. We're in an okay spot. I think either way we'll use our explosion before the end of the turn. He's probably holding on to a counter spell. Alright. So we can go ooze. And if he counters us, we can expansion his counter. There it is. Perfect. Figured something like that was coming. Now, I'm sure we'll see a Kaya's Wrath. But that was still a fun play to get off. And we will be top decking, since we don't really have anything useful. There's the Wrath. Figured as much. Not a whole lot for us to do either. So he'll get his Azcanta to flip this turn, which is unfortunate for us. Gives him some instant digability. Digability. Yeah, we'll go with that word. Thought Erasure doesn't really matter. He can kill one of these. They're pretty much dead cards anyway. And I'm sure he digs here. Yes, he does. And he grabs a Teferi. Of course he does. Alright, so we've got an Ionize for it, which is nice. Got nice and lucky there. Nice and lucky there. We will definitely blow up an Insight. I think we'll go right for another Insight right now. We don't need the Cannonade. He already knows where it is anyway. Alright. Nothing too great. He's gonna dig. He gets himself an Insight. Let's see if we got a counter on the Growth Spiral. Looks like he is going to. No, he does not. And are tapped. Alright, so we've got lethal with our expansion explosion. If we can get him to mana out here. We need to wait for the appropriate time so that we know he's not going to be able to counter us. Ooh. Alright. Yep, well, we'll cast that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on 4 damage. That's a shame we couldn't wait till next turn. That would have been the end of it. Does he have a counterspell coming on top of this? Looks like he does. Nope, he has an Insight. Alright. He's gonna take away the Ionize, I'm sure. Maybe the Growth Chamber. He does take away the Ionize. Take action. Alright, we'll play a second one. Okay, so he's got to kill both of them here. see, how does he handle this? Cry of the Carnarium. We'll use our other. Maybe he's just getting us to overcommit. Maybe he's got 2 Cry of the Carnariums. There's 1. Does the second survive? Is he gonna dig? If he digs, he may be in good shape. He may not have the answer. Thought erasure. Okay. Take away the other growth chamber. Let's see if he has another cast down or something for this growth chamber. Ooh. Caps out. Do we have another? Oh, we picked up a land. How lame. Let's see what our friend over here top decks, and he's got his search for Azcanta, so he's bound to draw into something useful. Kaya, very useful. Very useful indeed. 2 life a turn. Gonna exile some cards.
I can get rid of anything, living or dead.
Alright, a Niv would be nice. A draw would be nice. Not another land. This is not what we were looking for at all. So he gets another 2 health. We may have just lost this one here. Alright, that's something. It doesn't really do us any good though. We can't counter that spell. He's just gonna kill us next turn. We have to save it. Can't be greedy here. Alright, 2 Kai's Wraths. And he'll get up to 10 health this turn.
Said your goodbyes already.
Not what we were looking for. Why are we flooding out so badly right now? This is a shame. Joyous occasions for everyone. And that's that. I think we are officially out of range of the expansion explosion for lethal, and we draw another land. Wow. How many do we have left? One, we got 2 more left in the deck. There's just a fairy. So we are truly in rough shape here, folks.
You're not welcome here.
Need that expansion explosion for a nice victory here, although we can get countered, so not a whole lot we can do. Ionize. Okay. Let's see what goes on here. Sure, we'll just do 2 damage to ourselves to get a little draw. Alright, Chemister's Insight. That's what we wanted. That still leaves us with enough. I'm sure he'll come in with his Absorb, which we will Ionize. There it is. Ionize the Absorb, and we may have just picked up a win out of this. Four, 3, 2. And 1, 2, 3. Yes, we've got it. Oh, what a game saver from Niv here. This really came out for us. Boom. Boom. Good game. Wowie woo. That was an interesting one there, folks. A nice lengthy Esper, which I really thought was just walking away from us right there. There's a lot of land drops back to back. We finally picked up something that would enable our Niv to survive. Shivan fired our own Niv-Mizzet for the win. Opening hand, we will keep this. We've got a turn 3 Ionize, followed by a turn 4 Wilderness, and some early Fiery Cannonade if we need to. Which looks like we will. Alright, we're just gonna keep playing slow here. If we're gonna be using our Fiery Cannonade, I want to make sure we get a decent amount of value out of it. Dirty Asuki. He's running a Spear Spewer. He's definitely gonna be running some Spectacle cards. Gutter Snipe, so we may be rushing our Fiery Cannonade this turn instead. Did not want that Gutter Snipe to stick on the battlefield. Nice. So we will get our Wilderness out. Alright, Dirty. We've got a nice Ionize we're sitting on. He's not doing anything on his turn. Alright. We will Insight. Lots of mana we are pulling out of this deck. It's crazy. 2 Ionizes we're now sitting on. Might as well pop you out. Right. Next. Resolve 1. Just cast you. So resolve. We will get a growth spiral. Should have done this during his turn, but that's alright. And we will end our turn. We've got a counter ready to go. Okay. Give ourselves a nice little playing room here. Gutter Snipe. Yeah, let's get rid of you. So we can get a pretty big explosion off here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21 minus 4 is, yeah. So we should be able to do this. Okay, right? I think I did the math correctly. Next. Alright, let's see if this works here. Resolve. So this is going to be for 17 damage, I believe. Resolve. I need blue and red, right? Blue and red, blue and red, blue and red. 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right, so this will be 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Bam. Submit. Us. Submit. Resolve. Counter. Good job there, pal. And there's our damage. Alright. Picked up that one there with a very nice explosion at the end of the game. keep this train going because there are no brakes. Octaneon. Alright, 3 mana, all 3 colors are covered, an early Ionize and some growth spirals. We will keep this. Alright, red deck. Let's see if we can manage. He's already got his Steamkin out. That's game for us. Turn 2 Steamkin with 0 answers. I don't think we've drawn into our lava. Or no, we don't have any lavas in this deck. That's right. Okay. Well. Growth Spiral and then a Reclamation, but it's probably going to all be too late for us here. Shivan Fire is nice. We will decimate that Steamkin right now. Alright, well that was some very nice decking for us there to draw a nice removal. Buy us a couple more turns. Rigging Runner. Is that a pirate? It is a pirate. Pirate. You're useless. You're dead to me. I think we are just going to do this. So we've got an Ionize. Sure. We're going to get rid of that pirate. Just trying to survive for a couple turns here. That's it, folks. Alright, let's keep him at 2 mana, hopefully. We'll take just this 2 damage, that'd be preferable. If he drops out a wizard, that'd be nice. We can... Nah, that's not what we wanted. Alright, Shivan Fire. They're both instant. I think we pop you now. We've got some options here. Do we take the 2 or do we kill him? We take the 2. We'll deny him the light up the stage. Hopefully that is detrimental to him. Oh, he hits us with a skewer. The only thing we can do here. Still alive. Barely alive. And we drew a mana. That's not fun. Alright. Well, as with most controller decks, Redburn is a tough matchup. But we'll turn that frown upside down. Keep on trucking. Irma. Opening hand is a keeper. Nice search for Azcanta on turn 2. There we go. Alright, mono blue. Huh, that changes things. We may actually want to Shivan Fire at this point. I think I want to wait for your Curious Obsession to come out though. Alright, so we've got some options here. There it is. Beautiful. It's exactly what we were waiting for. And he's probably regretting not putting out another mana for a Spell Pierce, maybe? Alright, that saves our tushes. Definitely go search here. And we get a scoop. Very nice. Ruin the mono blue. Get a free win. Maybe a little bit early to scoop in my opinion. Azcanta's not everything. Alright. Remembrane. Same similar opening. Alright, so let's get our steam vents out early. We'll show some Drake colors. Is he popping out guild gates? No. We'll have a nice growth spiral next turn. Sure. You know, we really could. Alright, so now we've got an available Ionize. He doesn't do anything, so we will growth spiral, see if he was holding a counter. Looks like he is, and he's thinking it through. Come on. There we go. We will definitely. Let's just end our turn. See if we can get a nice Ionize off here. And we get a scoop. Hey, we'll take it. We will most certainly take it. We were in Platinum 1 just a couple days ago before we started playing our dumb jank decks here. Right. Keep the gravy train moving on. Steinmump. Alright, opening hand. 4 mana, all 3 of our lands covered. A Shivan, a Growth, and a Chemist. We'll keep this. Got some turn 1-2 action. Let's see if we need to pay for a turn 1 play. Look at that deck size. 80 cards. My goodness. We'll hold back just in case we want to get a Shivan off on something that's more worthwhile. But knowing that we also have our turn 3. We'll hold this back. We're in good shape. Got a Chemister's Insight or an Ionize to get off here. Hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm definitely not going to complain. Free wins in Platinum? Sign me up. So far this deck's been fun. We are by all means not a Temur Reclamation expert. This is actually the first time we've ever played this style of a deck. Albeit we have played a couple different varieties. What is this nonsense? I think we're happy with where we are right now for a best of 1. Coast Fin. We will keep this. Another good opening hand for us. These are great opening hands. I will say that. We're getting, I'll go ahead and say it. We're getting lucky. Knock on wood. With these opening hands. Alright, we will. I think we get our Azcanta out. Okay. We're off and running. Ooh, Ionize. We will keep you, see if we can get a spell off here. Probably recognize that we paid for that. It's gotta assume we're sitting on a counter. He just eats up a turn. We will Ionize. Get to play another spell. We will definitely pick you up. Oh, do we get it off? Do we get it off, folks? We do. Beautiful. Any number of removals are going to come in right now, but maybe not. Maybe not. Nope, here it comes. you. We're fine with doing 3 damage a turn. We will in fact drop you. So we've got an Ionize or a Growth Spiral if need be. Can we stop something fun? Yeah, we're not gonna let that go off. Nothing really particular. Drop you in the graveyard. Nice amount of damage we're doing in here. We will hold out just in case there's a Shivan Fire target coming in instead of just getting everything removed right now, which is what I am going to assume is going to happen. 6 mana. Eldest Reborn. Alright, that's not a huge deal to us. We will drop our... We are on a timer here, folks. We are on a timer. Alright, this turn we discard. Yep. We've got our Shivan Fire for when he selects the Biogenic Ooze next round. Six, 7. If we drop you, we get to flip it. However, I'd rather take this card. We just get a kill here? Let's see what happens. Vraska's Contempt. That's what we thought. I don't know what the play is here. I don't know if the play is to pump. It's not lethal this turn, so I guess the play is not to pump, right? Okay, we will resolve you. Next. Did I not do any damage? Oh, he gained 2 life, that's right, duh. Alright. Reclamation, hopefully he's not holding a counter. He is, look at that. How nice. Oh, and I used up my mana, so now I don't have mana for the ooze. Joyous. Ooh, gets a growth chamber instead. Why didn't he pick the ooze? Ah, the ooze is exiled.
Yep, we'll keep you. We will transform. We will, let's see, do we want to play this mana? What do we have to do here? Let's eliminate the threat. I think right off the bat, we do that. Let's draw up into a counter spell before we go wasting anything. Alright, we will end our turn. He had an insight the whole time. That's a shame. Alright, let's see if we can get him to bait this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't even have enough to cast it. But I'll get the other one out at least. There it is, that's fine. I doubt he drew a second one. Did he really? Okay. Alright, so we are in a instantaneously much better position. Each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost in his hand and discards a card. So if I draw something that's bigger than 4, and we will Ionize you. Nice play. There goes the ooze. Hanging on to the card till the very end. We'll play you. Let's go ahead and draw you out. That is the GG. Get us into full control here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't really need any more than that, right? 4, 3, nope, we do. And he scoops, because he knows what's coming. Alright. Making it a little bit further in the Platinum Tier 2. And I think that's probably a good area for us to go to bed for the night here. So let's go out and just do one last tech into how we have our Reclamation deck. We're running 4 Shivan Fires, 2 Search for Azcanta, 4 Growth Chamber Guardians, 4 Growth Spirals, 2 Fiery Cannonades, 4 Ionize, 4 Chemister's Insight, 4 Wilderness Reclamations, 2 Biogenic Ooze, 2 Niv-Mizzets, and 4 expansions with 24 lands. Exactly. So people will argue that there's some better upgrades, and sure, there's plenty of cards you can substitute out of here, but I figure for a best of one environment, again, this is not best of three, we don't even have a sideboard turned on right now, but in a best of one environment for the jack of all trades, the variable cards, we're running 2 Oozes, we're running 4 Ionizes, 2 Fiery Cannonades, 4 Growth Chamber Guardians, and 4 Shivan Fires. I'd say everything else is probably what you want to keep in. Some people may run 3 Wilderness, some people may run 3 Chemists, some people may run 3 Niv-Mizzets and 3 expansions and a couple other options. But so far, so good with us tonight. And again, thanks everybody for taking some time out of your busy day tonight to stop by on here and join us. If you're new to the channel, we are just getting kind of kicked off and started here. We like to put our efforts into creating good content that's meaningful, relevant, and enjoyable for you all to see as well. Hopefully you picked up a little bit from this deck. And if you have any comments, criticisms, suggestions, or just how to do a better job of what we're doing here, leave us some comments, and hope to see you subscribe and all that fun stuff. But we'll catch you another time. Thank you all very much.